Good, y'all? Welcome back to Collegiate Football Legion, where today we have another video about yet another HBCU football player that is making the move from the FCS to the FBS. And today, this particular person is Shawn Steele, cornerback for University of Arkansas Pine Bluff. Now, Shawn is a NFL draft prospect, and I think the game that really put him on the map was the TCU game where he had two pass breakups and a fumble recovery. Okay, I think that game really showed to NFL scouts that he has what it takes to not only play at the next level but play in the NFL as well, because he can hang with these FBS guys. All right. Now, as far as the move to South Alabama, I'm going to give you a little bit of information about them, and then maybe you can tell me in the comments if you agree with it, because personally I just don't see how this is a better move from where you were before. To me, even though they're FBS, they're kind of on the same level. They're not even good in the Sun Belt Conference. They're not the Georgia Southerns. They're not the Appalachian States like of the Sun Belt Conference. They're just not that good to me. In their complete team history, since they've joined the FBS back in, when was that, 2012. Since 2012, when they joined the FBS, they've never won more than 6 games, and they have an overall bowl record of 0-2. In their last bowl, coming in 2016, when they played in the Arizona Bowl and lost to Air Force 45-21. That was the last time going to a bowl game. Still haven't won one yet. Okay, now my overall projection for that team next year, looking at the schedule, 6-6. Looks like they're gonna finish with another 6-win season, okay? Because when you look at the schedule coming up in the fall for South Alabama, all right, they got Southern Mississippi, that's a win. Bowling Green, that's a win. Alcorn, you hate to say it, I really hope Alcorn pulls off the upset, but it might be a win. All right, now you got the University of Lafayette, that's a loss. Texas State is a win. Georgia Southern, automatic loss, okay? Troy, automatic loss. App State, automatic loss. Tennessee, automatic loss. Coastal Carolina, automatic loss. All right. Now, Arkansas State, it could be a toss-up. That could be a toss-up because the game was close last year. So I'll give them the win on that. ULM, I'll give them the W. Texas State, W. They're going to be a 6-6 team. And that toss-up game could go either way, so who knows? They might not even be eligible for a bowl game. All right. Now, as far as his competition for Shawn Steele, okay, you got Devin Rocket, a senior he's gonna be a senior in the fall. He's 5'10", he's 175. Last year he had 24 solo tackles, he had 2 interceptions, and he had 3 pass deflections. All right. Then you got Daryl Luter. 6 foot, 175. He's a junior. He finished last year with 15 tackles, 1 forced fumble, no interceptions, and a pass deflection. These are their stats from the spring season, mind you. Okay. Ryan Melton, a sophomore, who's 6'1", 185. He has good size. 16 tackles, no forced fumbles, no interceptions, but 3 pass deflections. And then finally, you got Davin Flennard. Okay, he's 6'2", 200 pounds, a senior, 18 solo tackles, 1 forced fumble, 0 interceptions, and 5 pass deflections from the spring season. So I fully expect Shawn to steal somebody's spot out of this group. Not to come after these guys or not to down them in any way, but Shawn Steele from a talent. So we'll see on that. All right. As far as his production, he led the team with second team all SWAC. 3 interceptions and 42 tackles last season. He led the team in interceptions with 3. And like I said, that game against TCU really helped him out a lot because he was really balling that game. All right. And according to Damon Talbot, I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Damon Talbot. He's the owner of NFL Draft Diamonds. He had something to say about Shawn Steele. And it goes like this. Quote, Arkansas Pine Bluff defensive back Shawn Steele is a player that NFL scouts are already looking at. His playmaking ability shows up on film. He takes great angles and has a reputation for shutting down opposing wide receivers. I like this kid's ability to tackle. He never shies away from contact. Now, clearly, by that statement, we know the NFL is in his future. Okay, all he has to do is ball out again at South Alabama, which he's gonna face some steep competition, most likely. Those receivers aren't anything to play with at the FBS level. I don't care what school you're going against. It's a reason why they're FBS receivers. As far as this move, I just don't get it. I don't get it. I'm always understanding to players wanting to go to the FBS for a better look at the NFL. I get it. I understand it. It's sad that you felt like you had to do that. But I do understand it, and I always wish y'all the best. However, South Alabama, they're not good. I don't look at them as a huge step up from Arkansas Pine Bluff. To me, I felt like wherever you're going to go in the draft after your final season with South Alabama, because again, he is a graduate transfer. He's received his degree in physical education, and now he's going to play his last year at South Alabama before going to the draft. I don't really see why you would feel the need to do that. I feel like wherever you're going to get drafted after your final season with them is the same place that you'd get drafted at with University of Arkansas Pine Bluff. But that's just my opinion. I tried to look at Arkansas Pine. I'm sorry, not Arkansas Pine Bluff, but I tried to look at South Alabama and come up with a reason as to why he would make this move. Like, what was alluring about the school for you that you felt like you had to leave Arkansas Pine Bluff? So that's when I checked out the team's history. Do they win? Not really. I mean, they keep it at 500, but I mean, a bowl game, maybe he's in their future. I'm not sure. So it can't be the winning. I looked at facilities. Surely that has to play a part. But when you look at the facilities, when you compare the facilities of South Alabama and Arkansas Pine Bluff, they're not much better. Arkansas Pine Bluff Stadium looks just as good as South Alabama's new stadium. The uniforms, just as good, as my opinion. I'm just having a hard time trying to figure out why. You know, had you gone to an Appalachian State or a Georgia Southern or a Coastal Carolina or even a Liberty, I guess maybe I could see it, because those guys are starting to get more attention because they're having success now. They're having more success at the FBS level, which is in return drawing more attention from draft scouts. But I just don't see the allure of this move. Nevertheless, man, I wish nothing but the best for Shawn at all. Of course, you always want to see these guys get drafted. You always want to see a player who was at the FCS level make it to the NFL and get drafted. You know, same thing for Quinterio Cole, man. I hope he does great things at Louisville. What's the guy's name from Alabama A&M, the defensive end? His name just slips my mind at the moment, but I hope he does a great job at Purdue. Dallin Baldwin, I hope he does a great job at Michigan. You wish nothing but the best for these guys, but excuse me, it's very sad to see them go. Hopefully they can pull out some more games, even though I don't see it happening. Hopefully they can pull out some more games in this upcoming fall season so he can get a chance to even show off what he has in a bowl game. But yeah, 6-6 is what I see for them. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments below, because I'm just having a hard time with this one. I think it's important for FCS players to realize every move up to the next level isn't necessarily what's best for you. They don't have to just be a FBS school for you to get a chance at the NFL. Okay, sometimes the moves need to make sense. Sometimes these moves aren't worth it. Not saying that's the case with him. I'm just saying, me personally, I just don't see the appeal in South Alabama. But nevertheless, man, I wish him nothing but the best, of course, as I just said. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this move down in the comments below. Are y'all angry that this keeps happening to HBCU schools when we're trying to get on the right track? Do you understand his move? Are you happy for him? Do you wish him nothing but the best? Are you upset at him? I hope y'all wouldn't be, but let me know down below in the comments. Thank y'all for watching this video if y'all made it to the end. If y'all like my content, please subscribe, man. I make a video every day if I can. Even though it's not really every day, it'll be 3 days at the most. But I'm not gonna promise y'all that. I'm just saying that's just what it is for me, because I do work 12-hour shifts. So sometimes I come home, I do it right away if I have the energy before going to sleep. If not, I'll wait till I'm off again. But anyway, man, thank y'all for watching the video. Peace.